You know, it's not often you get to meet a 17-year-old like Nick Grassie. He's a high school senior who spends his free time building beds to help siblings going into the state foster care program stay together. KAMC Amy Koczera is back now with more on Nick's work.
It's probably the biggest cornerstone of who I am, is the fact that I'm adopted.
Born in Hobbs, New Mexico, Nick spent his early years living with his mother and sister. But at age 9, his life changed forever.
I was living with my single mother, who went through some hard times. She developed alcohol problems, so they had to find somewhere for us to live. And my sister, she knew her dad. Her dad knew about her as well, so she had a place to go. But after that, I had nowhere. I had no one else to go to.
After being separated from his mother and his sister, who he calls his best friend, Nick was adopted by his now father, Nathan.
Everything I do because of that is to help other people, and other kids especially, not have to go through or feel what I felt when I went through that.
With the support of Nathan and his family, Nick is thriving, and one of his favorite things is Trail Life, a religious outdoor scouting program. And in order to earn his final reward, he had to come up with a community service project.
I decided to build beds for kids in the foster system, or facing going to the foster system, because a lack of bedding in the homes is the #1 cause for separation of siblings, because one of them has to move in with a different family member, or one of them gets sent to another foster home and they can't be together anymore.
So far, he's already built 15 beds.
I've learned everything I wished I could learn from the family I was raised in. They've been everything to me.
He's one of these people that can look in and see, reflect upon what he's gone through and how he can use that to help other people.
And with a high demand for homes for foster kids in Lubbock, Nathan encourages others in the community to find where they can serve. Amy Koczera, KAMC News.